All right, can you see me all right? I'm sitting here in front of a little cocktail table.
Dude, I'm bummed. My internet wasn't working down in the garage, so I'm in this stupid room.
With your old camera.
Well, this is my still my new webcam, but this is where I was at before. But I got to figure out how to get the way my router is. It's like on the other end of the house um from where the garage is. So it just my laptop doesn't pick it up. I have an old laptop and it sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Are we doing
but
hats? Is that what we're doing? We're doing hats?
you want to wear?
There's my.
That a boy.
There you go.
It's
Got
good
my
to
old guy
finally
hat on.
it's good to finally meet you, pal.
Yeah, yes, isn't it great?
That's fantastic.
So we got our beer here, which is Hebrew Ale, Bittersweet Lenny's RIPA.
Dude, I'm looking forward to this.
And for those of you to my channel who don't know Joe, you should because he's an awesome guy. He's got a great channel called Jow's Arcade and Beer Reviews, right? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, so you can go to jowsarcade.com to get right to his YouTube channel.
Thanks to Ty.
Yeah, no problem there.
That's
Okay,
good.
so he's got a channel, and on that channel he does video game playthroughs, reviews games, and also does beer reviews, which is really awesome. He's got me into trying some beers I haven't tried before.
Nice.
I thought that I'd tried quite a few beers, but yeah, Joe made me realize that I don't have a lot of experience. I'm like a beer virgin.
Are you what kind of beers are you into?
You know, the beers that I've tried in the past have all been like just basic stuff you get on tap or you get in the store. This whole craft beer thing, I didn't realize how big it was. So I think it's more of a California thing. You know, like
You think it's a West Coast thing?
yeah, I think it's more, well, just people knowing about it. I think it's spreading over here thanks to you.
I don't know about me, but I mean, I'm lucky being in San Diego. I mean, there's so many awesome. I mean, just West Coast in general. There's so many awesome breweries out here. So, I mean, I've only been really into the whole craft beer thing for like the last year or so.
Yeah.
I was always just a regular, just light beer, whatever anyone had, I would drink. And I mean, I'm not like a beer snob or anything, but once I discovered like how good beer can be, I got really, really into it. So, and craft beers like this, like you don't have to sit and drink 30 of them. You can have a couple of them and it's fine. It tastes good and you feel great and you can be done with it. So
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the regular, like Bud Miller Coors, like the adjunct lagers, like you have to sit and drink like an 18 pack or I don't know. It's just I don't like knock those beers and I don't judge people who drink them. I still drink them all the time. But there's so much more that I don't know.
See, I don't. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I said it sounds kind of. I don't want to sound like an alcoholic or anything, but like beer can be fantastic.
Well, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't drink a lot of beer. I mean, I have beer here, beer there, beer there. I like to try every time I want to try something that I haven't tried before.
Mm.
But like, I'm not a Coors Light guy. I'm just not. Not if I were somebody's party and they had Coors Light, I'm not gonna be like, not drink it. It's just that if I'm gonna spend money on a beer or spend my, the times that I do drink beer, I want it to be something that I haven't tried before or something that I like. So most of it is like I like Yingling, I like Newcastle and Bass.
So you like a darker beer guy?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
But I do like hops. I mean, the reason I didn't really care for that
The flower power
is it was the floral taste. It wasn't the hop taste because like I've had plenty of hoppy beers before, and they didn't taste like flowers. And I think it was just I've had other drinks that have flower taste in them. I don't care for them. So I think it's just the flower taste that set me off.
One thing I've noticed, like East Coast IPAs compared to West Coast IPAs, they're a lot different. Like that Ithaca beer that you sent that I tried, I mean, I really, really liked it. It's a really different style than the West Coast. Like West Coast is like really, really dank, really, really hoppy. Like the East Coast beers that I've tried so far, I've noticed it's more of like a sweet kind of a malty beer, and then you get like kind of hops. West Coast is just kind of like in your face. Just we're gonna absolutely try and explode your palate. See if you can, not like handle it, but see if you can take as many of these hops as we're going to give you. It's really different. It's fun to try the different kinds. So I'm excited.
You got to
to
send me
try
those California ones. Let's get this going.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay.
So this is they're saying it's a double IPA with rye. This is a 10% beer, dude. This is a big beer right here. We're talking about that Jubilation one being 17. This is no small beer, my friend.
Now this is brewed right next, really very close to where I live. It's Clifton Park, New York. It's just north of Albany.
Oh, nice.
A little south of Saratoga, if you've ever heard of Saratoga, where the racetrack is.
Right around where Steve's at?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, he lives in Malta Spa. Yeah, it's not very far at all from there.
Nice.
So this is it right here.
Dude, so this pours what, it's like a dark kind of an amber color?
Yeah, it's got a big head on it here. What's that?
It does.
It's like 2.5 two fingers.
Yeah, that's a nice looking that's a good looking beer right there. It's tons of bubbles. It's carbonated well.
Yeah, looks good.
Nice, super fluffy. Nice. See, you get sweetness with this one.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm trying to see what it shows. Does it show what kind of hops they use? Warrior, Cascade, Simcoe. Yeah, see, these are more like the sweet hops. I mean, there's some. Yeah, Chinook. This will be more of like a sweet tasting beer, which will be great, I'm sure.
Okay. You smelling it now?
You do. You get like a lot of you get like a lot of sweet kind of a malty profile. I don't smell too big of any kind of citrus or anything.
You ever had Malta? You know what that is? Malta is like in German they call it Kinderbier. It's what you use to make beer before you brew it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sweet. It's very malty. It's really good. And like it's popular in Puerto Rico and India, and so you'll see like Malta, India, or Malta, and a lot of times they'll serve it. They'll put it with sweetened condensed milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my Puerto Rican friends used to give it to me. I grew it, have a taste for it. And,
so is that kind of what this would smell like?
Lacking on the molasses smell. I mean, this has
It's like a sweet. I can't tell what that. It's definitely fruity. I don't know if it's like.
Yeah, it has a fruit. I'm trying to think. Apples.
Is that? Yeah, it
sounds like apples.
I think you are right. Or like some kind of stone fruit, maybe like. I don't know if it's like peaches. Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah. Ready to go?
It smells good though. Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's a super sweet kind of a malty beer. I don't get any kind of like. Do you get any hops on that? I don't get anything.
Well, there's hops. I get a bitter aftertaste on it.
You get like it's bitter on the back end. That's really, really sweet. That's actually a good beer. See, when you see double IPA, it does say rye though, so you do kind of get like that rye.
Yeah.
Kind of a spiciness to it at the end of it. But like, dude, I got to send you some double IPAs from out here. It's nothing like this. This is good though. So these Hebrew beers, I've seen these out here. I can get these, I think. I don't know.
Well, I think they started out in California, and then they moved here and made their brewery, because it says born SF in the bottom, San Francisco in 1996, and then reborn in New York in 2013, because they were doing, there was like I think they had a brewery brew it for them, and now they're doing it themselves. Their own brewery.
As you sit, you definitely get like a candied, like sweet aftertaste on that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a good beer though. I like that a lot. Yeah, it says brewed with an obscene amount of malts and hops. I'll get a lot more malt sweetness than hoppiness for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of malt to it.
I can't believe that's 10%. Like, you don't taste any alcohol. Do you taste alcohol in that?
No, not at all.
Saying a 10% beer? You sit and drink a couple of these. Whew. This actually, if you've ever had Fathead beer,
I could buy it. I haven't had it yet.
Yeah, so they're out of Ohio. I've had a couple of their beers, and their IPA reminds me a lot of this. Yeah, this is that East Coast kind of sweet style. It's good. It's good. I like it.
I was going to send you some bottled Jenny Cream Ale. I'd sent you a can of it last time. I sent you.
Oh, yeah. I like that beer.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and it's around here. It's like kind of considered. I wouldn't say it's a negatively thought of beer, but in a way, some people do think of it because they think of it like it's just some generic beer. Genesee has just like regular beer, which is not. It's like Budweiser essentially, but better.
It's like lagers.
Yeah. Matter of fact, a few years back, Jesus, probably 10 years ago. You ever been in one of those like surveys where they invite you to like a nice hotel, maybe you try food or something like that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
get your pay? So I went to the one in Albany, and it was a beer tasting, and so they had us try all different kinds of beers. They didn't tell us what it was, and at this time I did like Jenny Cream Ale, but it turned out that the whole survey was done by Genesee, and
Nice.
they had Sam Adams and Budweiser, all these other brands, and it was just interesting because everybody who didn't know what it was preferred it over all the other beers. Even this is back when Sam Adams was just the one beer at the time.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
But that wasn't even the cream ale. The cream ale, I used to teach skiing years back, and in the bar at the ski area, they had Jenny Cream Ale on tap. And,
Nice.
Yeah, it's on tap. It's fantastic. I think, if you get out of can, it's okay. In bottle, I think it's a little bit better. But yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been trying more and more beers out of cans lately. They've been canning a lot of the IPAs out here now, and I've been digging them. I enjoy them. I mean, I think they're every bit as good as bottled beers out here, anyways. Yeah. And I don't know if that it just depends on the style of beer that it is, but I mean the IPAs that I've had in cans, they're awesome. So I've been really, really enjoying canned beers. That one that you sent, it's the green can. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I'm really looking forward to having that one.
Well, I don't have one of those, so you can go ahead and do that whenever you want to drink it.
Oh, okay.
So
and I wasn't sure what you kept and what you didn't. So
well, I've got one of every one of the Saronaks.
Oh, nice.
And then I got these here. So I've got the Jubilation.
That one's gonna be fun.
And the David Slingshot. The Session Ale.
That one will be good too, I think.
The Ubu Ale is the one we want to try. This one, everybody out here raves about the Ubu Ale.
Nice. I saw that you signed up for Untapped. There's a couple guys that I'm friends with on Untapped that are out in the New York area. They drink that Ubu Ale all the time.
Yeah.
They seem to like it.
Here's the Southern Tier Double IPA too.
I'm looking forward to trying that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to two different places to buy beer, and both of them said this is really good.
That one place that you were at that you were tweeting pictures of, that place looks sick.
It's amazing. I mean,
it was like a beer. It was like a beer Costco or something.
Oh, it was. It was 1,800 varieties of beer they have there. It's ridiculous.
That's nuts.
They got the summer wheat as well.
I'm looking forward to those Yingling beers too. I can't get that out here, so. Yeah,
Yingling's really good, I think. When John had his party, he had a guy there. What was it? His username on the Northeast, whatever. No, the New England forums is Drunk Irish Bastard or something like that.
Nice.
He has his own brewery, and he brought kegs to John's party, and I had one of them, and it was fantastic. It was really.
Oh, nice.
I mean, they're not IPAs, and that's the thing I think is interesting. Is like when I go on those Untapped and Beer Advocate sites, it seems like everything is like all about the IPA.
I'm telling people like IPAs and they like stouts. Stouts are really, really big right now. So, and I don't know if it's because those are like the most. I mean, those are the bigger beers, and the bigger the beer, it seems, the more flavors it has. Like, I mean, you can't drink a lot of them because you'll be hammered. But they seem. I don't know. And for me, IPAs. I mean, Imperial IPAs and then stouts, Imperial stouts. The only the bummer is they're really, really high in alcohol by volume. So it's you fuck around with those and it's not good.
I also like some of the Japanese beers. I really like, but the thing is you can't. The ones you buy now are coming from Canada. They say imported on them, but they're not brewed in Japan. Sapporo definitely comes from Canada. I can't remember the other one that.
When we go to the sushi bar, there's one called I think it's called Kirin or Ichiban. Yeah. One of those. Yeah. That's showing it's like a malt liquor, but I think it's really good.
I think the Kirin is actually a Chinese beer, or like from Taiwan or something. Yeah, one of them is Chinese, I think.
Yeah, I mean Sapporo. They have like Asahi's another one that we get.
Asahi, yes, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a cool, just like a nice little light beer to have with dinner. It's hard to like if you go out to have a meal and you're eating food. It's tough to have like those big heavy beers because you're just like, oof. Yeah. Like, I like having like those lighter kind of lagers when I'm eating. I mean, if I'm gonna if you're barbecuing or whatever and you're just sitting down with like you're not out to dinner having like a 3 or 4 course meal. Obviously, like a nice IPA is cool with, like, if you're into steaks or pork chops or chicken or whatever. All the grill meats are good with those bigger beers. But like the sushi bar, I'm all about like the light beer. It's refreshing when you're eating.
I love sushi too. That's one of my favorite things.
It's great.
Yeah, and I don't even like cooked fish. I only like sushi really.
I've noticed that. I got kind of like spoiled with the sushi that's down here in San Diego. Like, you cook fish now. I mean, it's all right, but the sushi's so good.
Sushi doesn't taste like fish.
Right.
If it tastes like fish, it's bad.
Tastes like magic. Tastes like heaven. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So
the other ones I like is I like Dos Equis.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the is it the lager? There's two different that I know of.
Yeah, they have the lager and the amber. The amber's in the brown bottle, I think, and the lager's the green bottle.
Yeah. I think it's.
Yeah, Dos Equis is.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. One of them I like better. And if I'm having a lot of times if I'm out and they have Miller Genuine Draft on tap, I like to get that. It's another one.
It's just one of those. It's that light kind of just fizzy adjunct beer. It's one of those things where it's if it's hot outside, it tastes good. Well, I say that like if you're out mowing the lawn, like that's a good beer to have.
Yeah, I think
you're not gonna get shit faced drinking it.
Yeah, I think back in the '90s here in New York, we had a lot of I wouldn't call them microbreweries because it was more like restaurants with breweries in them.
Mm.
We had the what was it? The Malt River Brewery, which was at a mall kind of thing, and there's another place called the Big House in Albany, and all these places were like they had dedicated brewery, and they actually made some pretty good beers at those. There's like one still around. It's called the Pump Station. That's in Albany. It's pretty good.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you guys have killer beers out there. I wish I could get more of the beers that were out that way. It's a bummer the way they distribute things. I mean, there's stuff out here that doesn't go back east, and there's stuff back east that doesn't make its way out here. So it makes it nice now. I mean, with the internet, you can trade, and we can buy each other beer and ship them and all that good stuff. But I wish we could all just walk into our respective like stores that are close up and like, oh, this is from New York, I'm going to try that. This is from Florida, I'm going to try that. This is from California, I want to try that.
Well, that's
just kind of a bummer. Yeah,
that place by me, the Brew Crew that has all those beers, they have a lot of California beers there. I don't know if I think they had the Stone there. The Stone.
Nice.
Yeah, so
sounds great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one.
I think it was there's a brewery that's up north. I'm actually going to try. I'm heading up to Northern California tomorrow morning just for a little vacation, and there's a brewery called Knee Deep, and they're in, I think it's Auburn. It's like a little town north of Sacramento, and I think they were saying they're opening up a brewery somewhere in Pennsylvania, so you'll start getting their beers out there. Their beers are amazing. So,
yeah.
It's somewhere on the East Coast. They're opening one up, and I think it was Knee Deep. I'll double check it, but once those beers start showing up, they make awesome IPAs. They're great, really, really good beers.
Well,
I just wish more like breweries would do that. I know it's expensive, and like we talk about Alchemist and how small they are out in Vermont. Like I wish I could get their beer out here. I hate that there's like such good beer that's impossible to get for everyone.
Well, I'm gonna get you one somehow. So,
dude, I've been trying. Like there's like 4 or 5 different people. I'm like, hey, if you can do this, and it's always like, well, it's a 2-hour drive each way, or there's certain times that you have to be there, and if people are working, they make it really, really hard.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. I mean, it's a small little brewery, and it's the way they do their business, and can't fault them for that.
It's a 3-hour drive for me to get up there, so probably 3.5. Now, right next to me actually is a meadery that's opening up pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to send you some mead once he starts selling it.
Sweet.
I don't know if have you ever had mead?
I have not. I've read a lot about it though.
Yeah, so he's looking to make a maple syrup-based mead. So I'm excited about that. Maple syrup out here is big. So
is it huge out there?
I used to work at a maple farm when I was a kid. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. It's a pain. It's a pain because you go up because we live. It's mountainous. I mean, it's not like mountains like Rockies. It's
right.
It's mountain-y, I guess. They're rounded mountains. And there'll be all these maple trees on the side of the mountains, and there's all these lines that run down, and you have to go and follow the lines because squirrels will eat little holes in the lines.
That's funny.
You have to cut the line, put a splice in it so that you don't lose the sap.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know maple syrup was that big out there.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
big.
you always think of that as like a Canadian thing, you know?
Or Vermont, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's big here. It's real. I mean, there's less farms than there used to be, but there's less farms of everything out here. So
Yeah. I mean, meat is basically like it's honey based, right? So
yeah.
they're doing it out of maple syrup.
Yeah. There's two ways that they make it. Either they make meat they make meat like they would, but they add maple syrup to it, or the other option is to just make it purely with maple syrup, and that's called like acerglynther. It's got like glycerin kind of word name. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried it. The taste is going to transform when it's brewed. It's going to change.
Right.
So I'm very curious as to what it's going to taste like.
I've noticed even this beer since it's warmed up. I mean, it's warm up here today, but since this is even warmed up, it's the taste of it's changed.
Yeah, actually, and I just had it in my basement, which is probably like 50 degrees, and I had a frozen mug that I poured it into. So I don't mind my beer. Doesn't need to be ice cold for me.
No, they say with like these bigger beers, IPs and whatnot, like usually between 40 and 50 degrees is how they want you to drink them.
Yeah.
My fridge is pretty cold. It's like 35 degrees, and I'll usually take a beer out and let it sit till it starts kind of sweating on the counter, and then I'll open it and drink it.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, that's cool. That your basement stays 50 degrees. You could just buy beers and sell them. You don't have to worry about like keeping them. I mean, if it's a constant 50 degrees, that's perfect.
Well, it doesn't stay constant. Like right now it is, but like if it's really hot, it'll get up to about 70, 80 maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it depends. It really depends.
There's no like air down there or anything, huh?
Well, I have that basement door that I can open up. Hold on a second. I can see. So over there's my basement door that I can open up. I got my rolling workbench, and that's kind of like my
freaking basement is huge.
It's 1,200 square feet.
That's nuts.
So we're gonna go over here. Here's my games.
Nice.
And then there's me. And then there's my, let's see here, how much cord do I have? Got my Nintendo row there, my red tent.
Nice.
And there's a console.
You guys are lucky having basements.
Well, your garage is nice and big too, I have to say.
Dude, it's not. It's half the size of that. I think my garage is 600 square feet.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, that's 1,200 square feet. That's like the entire downstairs of my house, probably. That's crazy.
Huh.
Lucky.
If I were smart, in retrospect, I would have gotten a ranch, because you get double the size basement with a ranch. If you're going, like my house is 2,400 square feet, so my basement's 1,200. If I'd gone for a 2,400 square foot ranch, I would have had a 2,400 square foot basement.
That would be badass.
It would have cost a little bit more, but not a huge amount.
Yeah, dude, that'll be your next house.
Well, you've got the good view, so. I mean, my view's not bad. I've got some nice country. I'm on the side of a mountain, but you've got the ocean, so.
That's true. That has gotten really, really sweet. See, now that it's warmed up, you can taste some of that alcohol in there. And do that too. Like, I don't know if anyone's going to watch this or not, but if you're drinking like the higher, alcohol beers and these like better, I don't know, IPAs and stouts and whatnot, drink them when they're colder and then let them sit for 20, 30 minutes and then drink them after that, because it definitely changes. That's gotten really, really sweet. It's good. It just has gotten a lot sweeter, and the alcohol is a lot more present there as it's gotten warmer.
Yeah.
It's a good beer though. Good one to start off, buddy.
Yeah. So we should wrap this up, I think.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'll be gone for a week, so.
I'm on vacation this week too, so.
Nice. When I get back, we'll start doing more of these. We'll do the rest of the beers, at least the ones that you have for now, and then after I'm gonna review all the ones that you sent. So that'll take me, a couple days. I'm gonna try and do one a day. Just do it at night after I put the kids down. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to do. It's easy, but.
Try that Brooklyn one.
I will.
In the can.
Yeah, for sure. And then
one guy was raving about it.
Nice. Yeah, and then I'll send you some beers out too. But.
Which I need to get.
This is great.
They have this cool styrofoam. I think it's Uline sells them. It's like a individual things to put beers in. It's a styrofoam box essentially. I do.
I've got. Oh, go ahead.
I have another one of those coolers too. Like I sent that first package of beer.
Yeah.
I can use that too.
My dad's part of like this wine club thing too, so he's constantly getting wine shipped to our office, and I'll just use all that stuff because you can just stick any kind of bottles in there and it'll be perfect. I'll send you a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, it sounds great.
So we'll call it like the EPUB or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get my internet to work downstairs so we can both be in an arcade setting.
Yes, that would be great.
I like that Star Trek pin.
And yeah, thank you. This Quicksilver is great also. I got that for I think $150.
Nice.
Can you believe that? It's a 1980 Stern.
That artwork on there is cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's actually the artwork from an issue of Heavy Metal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like let me get you a better look at that. Let me just see here. It's got like a woman coming out of like Mercury kind of thing.
Yeah, like that's a cool pin, dude.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
I like that.
It's fun too. But so what we should do is do some of these on your channel too. Once you figure out how to do it, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate this.
And everybody, please subscribe to Joe's channel because Joe is an awesome guy.
Yeah, hang out on my little channel.
Yes. Remember, you can get to it easily by going to Jow's Arcade, JOWSarcade.com, and they just go there and subscribe because he got some really great beer reviews there. He's taught me about some beers, so yeah, that's what we want to do. All right.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.